Alright, so you start this one by making a ponytail, and when you're making that, leave out two sections, one on each side, just like a cornrow section, and then also a little piece down here by her ear. Just leave that hair out. And then you're going to start with the cornrowed section and just part out a small piece in the front. Split that in half and then tie it like you're tying a shoelace. Just cross one over the other and pull it down. And you're just going to do that all the way back. And the sections are pretty small. You don't have to make them perfect, but just try and make them about the same size. Just keep going back all the way to the end of that section. Okay, so I've made knots all the way to the back of that section, and I've also done the same thing over here. So there's 2 rows of knots on her head. So take the strands that are on the top and just clip them out of the way for now. And then all of these strands on the bottom, you're going to braid these in to this hair right here that you left out. So you just start by making a regular 3-strand braid just up at the front. And then as you're braiding, add in these strands. So starting in the one in the front, just add it right into the braid. And pull the strands kind of tight, not super tight, but tight enough so that those knots will stay down and hold. So it's kind of like you're doing a French braid, just adding in the strands from the top. So after you get all of the strands in, just braid it down a little ways and then clip that off just so that it doesn't come unraveled for now. And then you're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Just take the strands on the bottom of the knots over here and braid them in. Okay, so I've got these bottom strands braided into this braid on both sides of her head. It looks the same on both sides. And so now you've just got the strands left on top. What you're going to do is just lay the strands on the one side down, and then you're going to bring these over and add them into this braid on this side. So you can take out your clip and just continue with the braid that you had already started and add these sections right in as you're braiding. And you want to get them fairly tight so that the strands will stay situated where you want them. And after you add in all the strands, just braid it down a little bit further. And then just add this braid into the ponytail and put an elastic right there to secure it together. Okay, after you've got this side all taken care of, you're going to take these strands and weave them through the ones that are already there. And I'm just using the design weaver to do this. If you don't have one, you can use your fingers or just use a craft needle. And you're just going to weave it through just like you were sewing. Just go over a piece, then under, over, under, and over. Just go opposite all the way down. And then for the next piece, you started going over here, you're going to go under here, and over, under, over. So just do that with all of the strands. Okay, I have all of these strands woven through from the other side. So I'm going to take out this clip and then just braid these in the same way I did on the other side. Starting with the strand in front, just braid it right into your braid. And again, you do want to pull these kind of tight. And then same thing you did on the other side, just continue with the braid a little ways down and add it into the ponytail underneath and just wrap an elastic right there to keep it secure. Alright, and then to finish this off, I'm just going to take a little piece of hair on top and wrap it around the elastic just to give it a little bit better look. And then if you take a clear elastic and just wrap it around the very bottom of that, it won't really show. You can just kind of put the hair down over it. So that's the finished hairstyle.